Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be making a ring that I'm really excited for, mainly because of the color combination that we're going to have. And so I've been wanting to try this forever. We're going to use a cobalt chrome blank. And if you didn't know, cobalt chrome, it's a really pure white metal. So if you're familiar with the way platinum looks, it's very similar to that. It's just a very bright silver color. So just like a really pure look that it has. And then I want to mix it with a green pattern. I think that will be, they'll match perfectly together. We'll have that bright silver with that green. It kind of reminds me of like elves from Lord of the Rings or something like that. Just a really cool, almost like foresty, really kind of clean look to it. And so I'm excited for the inlay options that we're going to have in this. So I've got some green marble here. This is just going to have a really nice, really natural look. And then I'm going to spice it up with some opal here. This is a green opal that fluoresces a couple of different colors, but a very interesting material that I think will go well with it. It's mostly green, but it's got some color pop to it. So it'll kind of switch up the design of it and make it just a little more interesting. And then in here, I've got emerald. And so this is going to kind of make it a little more premium. This is, you know, it's real natural emerald, so it's really good material. And it's gonna give it that nice kind of translucent effect. And so the ring will have a little bit more depth to it. And so overall, these three materials I think are going to be such a fantastic combination. And then the color of it, the green with the cobalt chrome, and then of course all the inlay materials are green. So I think this should be a really solid ring. The first step that I'll need to get into is I need to get my ring blank out, and I picked this in my size because this is a ring I've wanted to make for myself, to be honest, forever. So making myself a ring here, I think it'll be really cool. So you can see the cobalt chrome, that fits just right. Now I just need to pick a mandrel. And these mandrels, they're available on my supplies website. And one thing I wanted to do this video for is this is a ring that doesn't use that much material. So we sell all of these items on our supplies website. They're not very expensive. You can get all of these for, you know, overall, you could probably do one of these rings for under like 60, 70, maybe $100, depending on if you have mandrels already. But we try to make it really easy for you guys, and this is one that's a lot more simple, and you don't need that crazy of materials, or I should say tools, to machine it down and polish it up. So I just need to find the mandrel that's going to fit. This is the medium mandrel. You can see that's a perfect fit on there, so that's how I'll do it. And so yeah, still a little bit too big for this one, and it doesn't fit on this one. So I'll set these aside, but that's going to be all we need for this video. I've got my blank, it fits on this mandrel, and then all of these ready. I just need to take some, this is green glow powder. Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier. This will glow green, so just to match the theme, obviously it'll glow green. So I've got green glow powder here, and this is green color pigment. So I'll mix it up in this vial here. I'll pour some green glow and then some green pigment, and we should end up with a really nice color that glows green. And then I'll just going to be inlaying all of the materials. I'll do the pieces first, and then as I'm going, I'll sprinkle in some of our glow powder. So that's just a rundown of all the materials and the thinking behind why I'm picking them all. But now let's go ahead and get into the making of it, and I'll kind of walk you through all the steps that I take. All right, mixing for this ring will be really simple. I've got my green glow powder here. I'll pour in enough so that we can make at least one ring with plenty of extra to spare in case I mess up at all. So without further ado, I've got my blank here ready. I'll just mount it to my expanding ring mandrel on the lathe, and we can get started. Awesome. I think that should be good. I'll go over it one last time to make sure. Yeah, we've got that filled in really nicely. Not seeing any issues here. I think it's looking really good. Perfect. So now all that's left to do is I need to take the inlay powder, go around and fill it all the way up, because it's still, like you can see, especially like right here, we haven't brought it up to be level with the edges of the cobalt chrome ring link. Once I'm done filling it in with all the inlay powder, we'll just have to sand it down. I'll use my Dremel to grind down the harder, like the emerald. The emerald's really hard, so it takes a while to cut through it, kind of like how diamonds can be a bit tricky. So I'll go through probably a lot of these Dremel bits here. But once we get it ground down, I'll just need to sand it up and we can do some polishing, and we should be done here pretty quick. So I'm excited to get to it. All right, we've got all the sanding finished. It's looking almost polished, but we definitely will see a difference after we hit it with the polisher. So I'll just carefully take this off, head over to the polisher, and then we'll be finished here pretty quick. So yeah guys, this is the ring. This is a lot of fun to make, and I'm glad I've got a new ring for my personal collection. I think this one looks really nice. We're gonna have this on the website as a special edition ring. I realized the other day we don't have any Cobalt Chrome special edition rings. So if you're trying to get a Cobalt Chrome ring at a good discount, the special edition ring, this is a really good opportunity for that. So yeah, we'll have a link down in the description. You can check that out. If you enjoyed the video, you can give it a like. You can leave a comment with any suggestions or just thoughts, feedback you've got. But other than that, I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Before the video ends, I've got an
update for you guys. So I'm here in the shop. I wanted to show you, it's been about a week or two since I filmed the video that you just watched, and I wasn't quite happy with the design. The more I looked at it, the more I just kind of wanted to switch things up. And so we spent a long time refining it. Here are two of the prototypes that we did. We probably did like 4 or 5 other iterations, and I worked with Walker heavily on this. And here is the final design we came up with. I don't have the original ring with me. I'm kind of sad I don't, but I'll throw up some pictures of the original compared to this new one. It doesn't look too good on, I'm just using my iPhone to record this. But I think we really had some nice changes to it, and I'll go over what we did. So the glow powder, we switched to a darker forest green, and so the way we were able to do that, as you saw in the video, I used a lot of green pigment, but the way we were able to darken it up, so we added a bit of black, and I think even in the final version we added just a slight bit of purple, just to give it a really just kind of rich, just forest evergreen look, and I think it turned out excellent. And then the malachite specifically, we used malachite in this one, and we used really small fragments of it. I think an issue with the first one with the fragments were too large. And then the emerald, I got a hold of this. This is just a lot more, just kind of a deeper green color, and I think it looks a lot better. And so I just switched out the emerald I was using for a deeper, richer color. And then the opal, this was kind of a big change. The other opal I was doing was a green color, but it had a lot of different colors that it would give off. This one is just a blue and green for the most part. So it keeps the color palette a lot more simplified, not as crazy. Overall, I think it is a really good improvement to the original design. and I'm happy with the way it turned out. So that'll be the ring that's on the website. I've got all the pictures for it, all of that. I won't waste any more of your time. That's the ring. I thought it was really cool. We did a lot of work refining it, and I think you guys will really like it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.